Got quite the show for you today. Yeah, you read that correctly. Cam Newton, that is the name on the screen. Cam Newton, new backup quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Maybe so. And a big name wide receiver, maybe looking for a trade. Welcome into Titans Today. I'm Abby Alonzo. We've got a fun show ready to go for you. But before we get started, before we get into it, go down and hit the sub button. We are getting so close to 7,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit it before the draft. We've got about 3 weeks until April 27th when the 2023 NFL draft kicks off. We currently need 428 more subscribers. I have no doubt in my mind that we can get it done. Prove me right so I can prove to all the boys in the office that I know how to handle business. Hit the sub button and let's get started. Like I said, yes, Cam Newton, that is the correct name on the screen. It's not a typo. He came out and said there are about 10 to 12 quarterbacks that he'd be willing to back up in the league. He also said he doesn't believe that 32 guys are better than him. Malik Willis was one of the guys that he is willing to back up. Before I give you the names of the rest of the guys, I just want to show you his superb style here. Look, fashion, it's objective. This is quite the look. When I first saw it, this is what I imagined. I don't know if you have any Disney fans out there, but this is the voodoo guy from Princess and the Frog. The resemblance was uncanny to me, and I had to share it with everyone else. I loved it. Cam Newton has a style of his own. He is unique. He rocks it one way or another, but this is what I thought of. Anyway, just had to give you a little laugh. Cam's list. These are the guys he straight up said, look, I'd back him up. Deshaun Watson was the first guy he named. Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, Tua Tagovailoa, Malik, of course, was the fifth guy he named. Then he said CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and Anthony Richardson. All three of those guys aren't even in the NFL yet, and Cam Newton is saying that he would back them up. Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and Sam Howell. Cam Newton is willing to back up any of these guys, but again, he straight up said he doesn't believe that 32 guys are better than him. Is Malik Willis better than Cam Newton? Should the Titans sign Cam Newton? Maybe to back up Malik or somebody else. God only knows what's happening with the quarterback situation in Tennessee. We're trying to keep up. It's just so difficult. Type Y for yes if you think the Titans should sign Cam Newton. Type N for no. Don't be afraid to elaborate on those answers. As for Cam Newton, in all seriousness, will he play in the NFL again? That has been a question going on for about 2 years now. He hasn't played since 2021. It seems like he's been trying to make this comeback for a while. Maybe he does play again. I don't think it'll be for Tennessee. You saw him at Auburn's pro day, almost acting like it was his pro day, throwing to his brother Kalen and a couple other receivers. It's like he's trying, he is trying so hard to get back into the league. And at this point in time, there's so many teams that need backup quarterbacks. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't think it happens in Tennessee. I think there's too much going on in that quarterback room right now for them to pull Cam Newton, of all people, into the equation. How many guys, girls, people watching this love the draft? Me, 3 weeks. Like I said, 3 weeks. Well, good thing for you. We just started a new draft channel. It's got all 32 teams coverage for the draft. Analysis, rumors, news, anything you want revolving around the NFL draft. It's all there. Make sure you go down to youtube.com/chatNFL if you want all the draft coverage you could possibly want. Yes, there's Titans draft coverage, but you got to know what's going on around the league. We got you covered. Go sub to our new channel. Here we go. Big name receiver who isn't DeAndre Hopkins. We've hit that one too many times. Brandon Aiyuk. Now, the 49ers haven't come out and said that they are thinking about trading Brandon Aiyuk, but if you put the pieces together, it kind of makes sense that a trade could go down, and he might be the guy that the Titans want to bring in, they might be willing to spend to grab him and to add him to the receiver room. over the years, the production. It's there, especially this past year. The 49ers offense went through some waves, but really figured it out. And Brandon Aiyuk was a vital part of that. In just 2022 alone, over 1,000 yards. He hadn't had over 1,000 yards in 2020 or 2021. Again, the production continues to get better, and that's what you want to bring into Tennessee. You don't want to bring in somebody who's kind of on the downside of their career. You can bring in some rookies that are fast and speedy and quick, but you're not going to get that veteran experience from a rookie in the draft. Treylon Burks is that guy. He'll have his chance to prove himself in his second year. Hopefully he flashes in his second year. Nick Westbrook-Akine, you re-signed him, but I don't know how much production you actually get out of him. And Kyle Phillips, again, was injured last season as well. He'll have a chance to prove himself. But you add Brandon Aiyuk to this wide receiver room, and I think it completely changes the vibe. I think he brings a lot. Why? Well, count the reasons. There's 10 on screen, but I'm sure there's more. Again, his production continues to get better. He's improving. He's on the come up. He's not on a downwards trend. He's on an upwards trend. That's promising for teams who need a veteran receiver to come in and know that they're not going to fall off on their team. He's got good production in a run-first offense, which works for Tennessee considering Derrick Henry and the Titans are a run-first offense, as we all know very, very well. He's got surgical footwork and route running, meaning he's good with his feet. He's good at route running. Good isn't even the word. Great. He's very, very good. He's a goal line to goal line player, meaning he's used all over the field, from goal line to goal line. These are pluses. He can block in the run game, again, for a run-first, run-heavy offense. That is big if your receivers are able and willing to block. He's got team control for the next 2 years. He's got reliable hands and his yard after catch ability. This guy is a unit, and he's a workhorse, and he's reliable. He's only 25 years old. And yeah, he's 6 feet tall, but he plays much bigger. His game is much bigger. You wouldn't think, unless you had a measuring stick, that the guy was 6 feet tall. He plays hard. And again, wrapping it all up, he's still getting better. He's on an upwards trend. Should the Titans trade for Aiyuk? I just gave you a bunch of reasons, but maybe you can think of reasons they shouldn't. He's not cheap. He's going to come at the price of probably a first or second round pick, because he is that good of a receiver. Here's the thing, though. The 49ers are paying a lot of guys a lot of money right now. It's not necessarily the case that they can also pay Brandon Aiyuk. So if the Titans can get a guy who is doing so well for his team right now and just is kind of being slept on, if they can get him, it might be worth paying the price. Let me know in the comment section, should the Titans trade for Aiyuk? Type T for trade, type P for pass. As always, we appreciate y'all watching. I love hearing from y'all in the comment section. We'll see y'all soon.